Hey guys, it's Caden from Out of Ammo here, and what I'm going to show you guys today is my custom built Hi-Capa. It has a lot of work on it, and I personally like speed and fast. This is a full auto Hi-Capa. Most of the parts on here, or a lot of the parts on here, are 3D printed to keep it light and accurate. So, without further ado, let's get into this. First thing I have right here is tap drum magazine. I use 0.25s or 2/8 depending on whether I'm indoor or outdoor. I don't run a tracer unit on this because it's already long enough with the compensator, but this right here is a great buy. I got it for a pretty good deal, and it works well. It's a Hi-Cap drum magazine, so for those of you who don't like it, maybe get the M4 magazine adapter. There you can run mid-cap. So this right here, it's full auto and it's a split slide. You can see the front stays there, but it doesn't really matter because I run red dots. So I'm gonna take apart this, get back to you guys once I'm done. This here is my red dot mount. Don't really remember what brand it was, but it was a little tight, so I had to file down on the sides right here. But now it works perfectly fine on my pistol. And then this right here is a fake Trigicon RMR. Cheap, got it for like $40. It has you can move, you can adjust the dot, which is pretty nice. Kind of need that. And then this right here is the Hi-Capa. If I can get the slide catch out, that'd be nice. There we go. So slide catch, stock, whatever. Kind of dirty. I used it for a game or two. So this right here is my lower. I've done nothing internally to the lower, except for this skeletonized grip. I gutted everything out, then just replaced the grip from the stock TM. Nothing really important on here, but what the main thing is, that was weird, that this is my upper. That's where most of the work's been done on it. What I have in here is a 3D printed slide. It's split slide, so you can see that it separates like that. This right here was from Sanctus Customs. Most of these parts are. Right here is the slide catch. It's easier to pull it back rather than holding it here, especially with the red dot, because it can get in the way pretty easily like this. So that's how it's like. Easier to pull it, and I'm left-handed, so I have it on the left-handed side. If I take out this guide rod, since I'm cheap, this is the guide rod that came with the gun. I grabbed one of my Lego tires from when I was younger. I used to have sets. Then I put a washer over it, a stronger spring, washer over it again, just to short stroke it, and then the stock spring along with the rest of it, and it's short stroke to the max. Barely fits into the gun, but it keeps it very fast, especially on the full auto. What I have on the upper, BB was left in there. What I have on the upper is since there's a compensator on the barrel, I have extra space for, I think it's 7 inches actually. So in the future I plan on getting like a 6.5 inch barrel, and it'll go up to here. A little bit better accuracy, and it'll raise up the FPS a little bit. That doesn't really matter though, because I run this on HPA. So 5.1 barrels right in here right now with a purple bucking, soft bucking. And this is just a stock hop-up unit. Then what I have on here is an Airsoft Masterpiece lightweight blowback unit, along with the stock nozzle. I'm planning on upgrading the nozzle to Cow pink one. That's everything on the upper. And then what I did to actually mod this for full auto, you have to there's a little nub on the hammer. It's on the right side of the hammer, I had to file that down and then file down the catch right here so it's flush. And since now it doesn't connect, I'll put this back together to show you what it's like. There's also no need for a 2-piece guide rod. Also, the stock was not a 5.1, it's a 4.3. That's the only type that'll fit for this slide and most of the other parts. So, when putting this back together, what the mod does when you file those 2 parts down a little bit, now it still works. The hammer locks back, you pull the trigger, and when it's on full auto, it'll obviously shoot, then it'll lock back, and that's if you do it once. But if you hold down the trigger, it keeps the disconnector from locking, so you see the hammer follows the slide like that. But when you let go of the, let's say I'm shooting, right? I'm shooting, let go, and it locks back, as you can see that. So it's a nice little mod, makes it full auto. Most fields probably won't allow it. There's one field where I can go. Warped Ops, that's where I play at. If you guys want to ever see me there, you'll recognize me. I usually have a monkey on the back of my battle belt. And you guys will probably recognize me there if you go. Great field. They only allow full auto outside of their city. They have a bunch of buildings, so when you're not in the buildings, they allow full auto. So I take this with me along with my Polar Star whenever I go out, or when, like, Ambush. Ambush is a game mode where you're hiding in the back, very back. It's a massive field, and you're hiding, and the other team has to eliminate you. They get respawns. It's kind of like Last Man Standing, and then afterwards you switch. Think about it like a zombie apocalypse, see how long you can survive. But that's the most of my build. I'll have the link for all the parts and everything that I bought in the description. If Sanctus Customs or TAP wants to sponsor me, I'm totally A-okay with that. I'll get you guys some gameplay gameplay footage for the next video. And that'll be all for now. See ya.